So, Coach, coming off of a big win on Sunday at Cal, a lot of accomplishments took place. We'll go over those here in a bit. But just how's the overall feeling of your team, and just how's your staff feel about your team just after that road trip to the Bay Area?
Well, obviously, anytime you have a win, you need to celebrate, and it is hard to get wins. We're still at a stage where we have to fight and scrap for everything to get a road win in the pack, to play as well as we did. Obviously, I hope it really bolsters our confidence. Going from a team that couldn't score points at all against Stanford, and then just exploding against a good Cal team. It was just such a great sight to have, and a great feeling to have, and I think it's carried over. We've shot the ball great in practice the last couple of days. So I hope it's really a confidence boost for our team and our mentality, and just the fact that we think we can step on the court and score the basketball at the level we need to win games.
You mentioned coming out of a Cal game where you had contributors all over the court. It seems like everybody offensively had it clicking. How big is that as a confidence builder for you guys moving forward, to have those contributors around and not having to depend on Chanel or Borislava to do as much?
Well, you say that, but Nell missed 4 shots, I think, out of 16, and Bobby had a great shooting night too. I think she missed 6 shots for the night. So they had otherworldly kind of games and shooting percentages. So right there, you just go, wow, those kids are just so good, and they carry us clearly. But you're exactly right. I mean, where we've struggled is even when those guys get their shots and get their points, we just have dried up a little bit around them. And it was great to see Ula step in and just be a dominating force. I mean, she is in every other phase of the game, but scoring, she kind of takes a back seat and doesn't impose her will necessarily. And I just thought she started the game great. Again, the plus minus with her in the game versus out of the game. I mean, she just kills it compared to anybody else on our team. So she's a vital component of our team, and I loved her minutes. I loved her disposition. Joe coming in and making threes and making people pay for not guarding our perimeter players is a huge lift. Bella started the game with unbelievable energy, and I think you just continue to see glimpses of her ability to score and dominate a game, or at least have a presence in the game. And so it's a great thing to have 2, 3, 4 players in double figures, and I think we were close to that.
Borislava set the program's all-time scoring record. She now has 1,986 points. She's close to becoming the first player in program history to get over 2,000. I know we've talked about it a lot. It's been topic of conversation on this year, but how great is it for this program to have that achievement, and just for you guys in this building process in this rebuilding process to have a player of her quality that's setting these records where we're getting a lot of good for the university?
Right. Well, I mean, the first thing I would say about Bobby is, again, I credit her so much. I credit all those players that a year ago could have left the program. Some did, some chose to leave, and I think there's something about players that stick, and players that give, and players that care about their program and are loyal, and that's the greatest compliment I could give her. I think her loyalty is just off the charts, and she loves this place, and she's committed to this place and the people here, and she's so, she is grateful for her opportunities here and wants to pay it back as much as she can, and she celebrates with her teammates, and she just loves the whole vibe here. So for her to have that, and then obviously get in the record books and be the most dominant offensive player to ever have played at a university, I mean, that's a record that's probably going to last a long time, and it's good for her, because again, for someone that stuck it out, someone that came not speaking any English, has overcome so many barriers, and again, just to be one of the best players in the country, you just want good things for her. And, I'm still going to be honored for her defense, because she knows I can't stand that. We got to give a little bit back. But I'm just so proud of who she is and what she's overcome, and the fact that she's in the record books. And we just want to put her number up there and put it out there as far as it can go this year, because I don't want anyone breaking it.
Referenced this a little bit earlier, but Chanel had a phenomenal week. It led her to her first Pac-12 Player of the Week honor. She scored 27.5 points in 2 games and shot an unrealistic 71.8 from the field. Just talk about her performance this weekend and just her getting that honor.
Well, I thought she was really one of our best players against Stanford. And again, she gets the most attention, or she's getting a lot of attention. Her and Bobby. People are going to have to find ways to stop her and get the ball out of her hands. She's seen a lot. She plays a ton of minutes. She has to do everything on the court for us. So her her scoring, the fact that she can shoot that kind of percentage gives us a chance to win every game because she's going to have the ball in her hands. Her floor game, her assists, her defense, her rebounding even. And again, you just don't ever have to worry about that position on the floor because she's going to bring an unbelievable energy and attention to detail. And I'm just really glad that she got this award. I think she deserved it. I know we lost the one game against Stanford, but I think because of how she dominated the game in the first half, I really do believe that was the key factor in our success at Cal. And I had a conversation with Sharman Smith, and the coach at Cal, and she said, y'all are pretty good when she shoots that kind of percentage. So there's not a lot of people can do because she's going to get a lot of shots, and she read the floor great. And again, I think it's a testament to now she's starting to read and understand what she's looking for and when she has an advantage and how to take advantage of that. So we just got to continue to grow that and put her in great spots on the floor, and I know she'll produce every night.
For you on Sunday, you won your 100th career game as a head coach. The team celebrated and really showered you with some water after that. How was that experience, and just where does that moment kind of rank for you as a coach, just sitting there and the embrace that you got in the locker room after your 100th win from this team?
Well, I think the entire water thing was, and probably for a lot, is anger back to the coach, that the players get back at the coach for all the things that I've said and other coaches have said. So it's an innocent thing and it's a celebrating thing, but boy, they got me good. And it wasn't just the ones over the top. It was the ones that kind of came from below that went up my nose and gave me the biggest trouble. But, I totally was unexpected that they were doing that, and I can't believe that because you see it all the time. So shame on me for not realizing that might be coming. But, when we win, it's just a big deal. Winning is a big deal because, and again, it can't always be everything because, again, you can't control everything, but we put so much into this, and I mean that from, when we started at Northern and 4 years there, and the players that we got to coach there and got a lot of my wins over there. I'm so appreciative of the people this whole experience of coaching and being a head coach. But I'm in another step now. I'm here at Washington State trying to, get this program to another level and grow this program. And I'm grateful to see some progress in our team and in the people in this program. And I think we can really build on something great. And 100's great. I'm really excited. I'm so grateful for the people I've been around that have helped me and basically done the work to get us here. But got a lot more to do.
Kind of looking ahead now, focusing towards this week, just one game. You get to go over to Seattle, play the Huskies again. It's going to be the second time in 13 days that you played them. They were here in Pullman, beat you guys 9 days ago. So how are you and your staff preparing for this challenge over in Seattle?
It's just like a win or a loss. You have to handle and deal with whatever's happened to you. So generally on losses, you're just super hungry and you're desperate. I think we were a very hungry team and a desperate team against Cal because we'd lost 2 games. But you need that same kind of response and how you handle success. And obviously we had success against Cal, and now what do we do with that? Do we turn around and lose our edge and not have a competitive disposition and not continue to grow and not look at our mistakes in this last game and grow from them and understand what we've got to do to continue to be better? Washington just outplayed us in so many areas of the game and effort plays and energy plays and, even their whole team chemistry vibe. I just thought we weren't a very good team that night, and it's not what we want our program to be about. So it's a great challenge for us. They're playing at a high level. We match up so they can guard us. They can switch a lot. So those are things that have bothered us and did bother us in the first game. And, all we can do is prepare really well this week and really work on us and know what teams are doing to us and how we have to take advantage of what they do to us. So it's a great challenge. It's a rival game, and I hope I expect us to bounce back and be a better team than we were when we played them here. But we're also having to go on the road, so it's another challenge on the road in the Pac.